Hello. My name is Sabina Taderera, and I am from Angel's Nest, Southern Africa, and we are in the 16 days of gender-based violence. I am in Gqeberha, and I am sitting with my brother here. He's going to introduce himself and we get into the discussion. Good afternoon, my brother, and welcome.
Good afternoon, Sabina.
Yes, please introduce yourself, tell us more about you. I'm sure our viewers and our followers would want to know who I am sitting with today.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for the opportunity I have been given. My name is Oscar, and my surname is Masiza. Currently residing here at Elizabeth in Zweden. But originally, I was born in Gauteng province, in the township that's called Elizabeth.
All right, in Eastern, yeah. Then we are both Gautengers. Gauteng is good. How did you find yourself here in the Eastern Cape, from Eastern Cape?
I grew up in Dayton.
Okay.
And my mother was a shipping queen. If I call it that time. But at that time, there were no talents. Black people were allowed to have license. So we only had a shipping, illegal trade of lands.
At home?
At home, yes.
Okay.
And there was this perception that Eastern Cape was the place if you want to learn. The quality of education in this Cape was better than Gauteng.
Okay.
That was number one. And number two, I think Mama was a little bit skeptical of raising me in that environment. Remember, a shipping was this, you share the very same house.
Exactly.
It's a household, it's times for pages.
Not good enough for the kids.
So I think he felt that my child can never do this environment. So hence he had to send me to go and learn at the. So that's how I came up to the. I think about 82, 83.
Okay.
And I was doing that 3 there.
Okay.
So that's how I came up.
Okay, all right. And tell us about your early life. You got to Port Elizabeth, you started 3, you started living here. How did you find life transitioning from Joburg, Davidson to Eastern Cape? How was your early life growing up?
I grew up in a very warm house, if I put that way. I grew up in a home where it was full of love, full of laughter. Nice. And I grew up in a home where there was this mother love of some sort. Because when I was raised by my mother, my aunt, my grandmother, from my maternal side, my grandmother from my paternal side. Yes, but most of them, I can say the neighbors, those people who have raised me are women. Even the person I end up going to stay with him was also my auntie. It's a family member of my mother's side. So I grew up in that environment where we're taught values of understanding and respecting women. Whereby we're taught values of how to relate, or even particularly, I end up staying with my cousin sister on Canada. So there was that bond between me and the kids. And on that kind of moment, I was still alone. I didn't have a sibling at that time. Me and my partner, they were 11 years difference.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
So I grew up from 1 to 11 years.
As the only child.
As the only boy, yes. and my mother done everything. And mother was time for a child. When I was studying at Elizabeth, I used to travel to Joburg every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I used to travel with FAA. During December, I was like, what is everything I got?
Wow.
Not because my mom was affording, but then it was the safest mode of transport. Because of my age. You know, this age, they will guide you, they will make sure that even when it comes to that's what they call, they will make sure that it is a person who support you to accompany you. Yeah. So that's how I grew up. And I grew up in an environment where it was football. If I can say that I grew up in a professional life, You know, for me to eat a tea and bread was my choice. Where I would say, Mama, I'm tired of eating meat. Can we just have just coffee and bread?
So you knew no poverty? You didn't know?
I'll be like, my mother had done everything a mother could have done for a child. I used to have my own wardrobe at the age of 12 years. I used to have my own room with my own double bed.
Something that doesn't happen to black children in communities like ours.
Yes. Mama went to, I only realized now, Mama went to Seneca because she was trying to take care of us. And whatever profit that she gets from that particular business of us, she invested in us. So I'm coming from that environment of family, but I can only relate to my mother's side. And unfortunately...
Oh, so you didn't have a relationship or any kind of form of communication with your father's side?
Not really.
Okay.
My father was, and still, stranger to me. In this sense, I know his face, I know where he stays, and I used to his face on holidays. But I've never had that relationship with father and a son of some sort. And the funny part of this, when I sit on the call, the only person that I did have that relationship was my aunt. So it was my uncle. He's his brother, who was coming after my father.
Oh, okay.
Uncle Philip was father of Africa. He treated me like a son. Sabina, you'll be surprised. The house of my uncle and my father were just at the back of each other. But up until today, I have never slept in my father's house. I'm talking about somebody with a big house. He was working in one of the best firms that man can remember. I mean, best firm where they can pay the highest wages. And I still can't recall, I don't recall even my father doing anything for me. I'm talking about somebody who was earning big salaries. He would go to the training, he would wear floss, he would do all the top things. He was that kind of person who would like to refresh me. And I've never had that kind of a bond
with him.
Between me and him.
Did you have other children?
Funny part of this was that I'm the first born, both of my father's side and on his father's, on his side.
Okay.
My other side came after me.
Alright.
And I think between me and Gay it's a 9 or 8 years difference.
Okay.
Still, all these years I was alone. And I couldn't understand. You know, I always say when I talk that a father brings a sense of identity to a child. And a mother brings a sense of belonging. And if that is not okay, if one of them is not there, it becomes a problem, especially when it comes to father's side. Because for you as a boy child to understand and know things, for that thing that I'm going through.
Yes.
As much as my mother doing everything in her power to take care of me, but there are some issues that I couldn't be able to or comfortable to discuss with them. Another example, a girl child, when you go through periods, tell you so mother will be there to coach you that sit up. This is what is supposed to mean that by your parents will do everything.
That's correct.
Now, on our side, when it comes to maturity in terms of young boys, I think that going through, but you understand it, but everything to me in terms of physical and other things. And I couldn't, because my father he will come at our family home, he will talk and go. The only thing about my kids as a child, that if one day take said, let's go to a shop, just buy me a packet of shoes. A sweet. It's not about going to the restaurant. That guy was never in my life. And that thing only came to me that is a problem when I came to PE.
Okay.
You know, say PE it's a cultural place.
Yes.
Where as Xhosa boys, you have this thing of claim names.
Yes.
We call it history.
Yes.
Then people will narrate and state that you do one but do.
Yes, I heard that a lot. Yeah.
And when I couldn't, but I didn't know who I am. And I think that why I started to begin to hate him. And it tells you at school or when you report that my father bought me this ball, my father, and they will boast about that. And yet,
And there's nothing that you have to say about your own father.
I couldn't. And that thing was going to begin now to eat me. And I thought to myself that let me suppress it. Not knowing that by suppressing it is going to create a monster.
Making it worse.
Because I've never talked about it, and I've never tried, but it was beginning to destroy me physically. Yes, I was being taken care of financially, and otherwise I was homeschooling, I was passing school with good marks. But this is beginning to make me feel worthless. And at times I would say to myself, maybe, because my mother and my father were married.
Yeah.
I'm a child I was born up in marriage.
Okay.
But when I listened to my mother get divorced, I think I was 2 years.
Okay.
So when I come to my senses, they were already divorced.
Okay.
And sometimes you end up telling yourself as a child that maybe you're the problem.
Maybe I'm part of the problem.
Yes, that's the reason this guy doesn't want to join any relationship with me.
And I think you linked it because of how he didn't show love and affection. So you thought maybe he hates me. Maybe I was the reason for this.
Exactly. Because I was saying to myself, what kind of a guy is this guy? Like other people will come and take their child. Even his brother, Uncle Philip, will come at our family home with his wife, Shane. They will take me with their car. Utatamukhona is there.
You wouldn't.
You never made that conscious. They will take me by my Sunday. I'll sleep 1 day at Papan's Tornado. I'll go for 4 days, sleeping at my uncle's house. And they are treated like a normal child. If we're naughty, we're all companions together. They don't think of it or teaching. And if I go to his house, I will come a stranger. I will sit there, talk for 3 minutes. He won't even have the nerve to say to me, do you want food to kind of help? She will just talk 1 minute.
You want to date.
Go out and leave me now. I was like, why does this guy hate me so much? But I thought that then I've
There's something wrong.
lived the demons. Up until 84, 85, where I joined politics.
Oh.
Yes. I was prepared to join the courses at school. I was doing, I think I was doing 36 metric. I was involved in courses at school, then from courses to pay coach and youth league, and the instructor of community. And then 86 was a school boycott. We harassed, was one of the leaders of school community. I was one of the people who will be targeted by the special branch. And I have to now go around, move around, shooting, of hiding. And coincidentally, again, people were taking care of me were women. People who were hiding me were women. People who were taking care of me everything that was and safe not being arrested.
And we were in apartheid then?
Apartheid system. But the women were playing a fourth and make sure that these comrades have to be safe. Because when you sleep in this house for 2 days, you have to change it because of the etiquette and people will know that
you're in this house. Okay.
But every house that whenever I go, it will be women who will take care of me. But around about 87, 88, I started drinking alcohol. And I started coming to develop anger. Okay, before that, I was arrested in 86 or 87. And I was put to what we call the state of emergency examination. And I went to prison. Then it means that they don't get a sentence.
Okay.
But we can keep you anywhere,
anytime,
and as much as we want. We don't go to court, we don't charge you, we just keep you at the
Was it in relation to this particular
politics?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and I was tortured by big, white, conservative and apartheid policemen. And when I think that a young boy couldn't accept, I wasn't a journalist, I didn't carry a gun then. I was an activist, mobilizing students to fight against the education, to have our SLC being recognized. And when I was tortured by these guys, it created me anger. But remember, my father was not in my life. And here are the men who supposed to be father figure in me, torturing me like that, doing that. And when I came out of that state of emergency, I was already a monster. I started up having anger I think now beginning to drink now. Not just drink. Drink very heavy. Remember, Ekaya, it was shipping.
You were swimming in it.
Swimmer, but I couldn't swim Ekaya. But after that thing, I started to drink alcohol. I used it very, very heavily. And the tide began to go down. There to school, there be boycotts, there to school boycotts up until around about 92. Where now I was busy in politics. I came in 1990 and I came back, then there were structures and I was involved in ANC League now with other people about Hong Vietnam. And what I was busy with was when we were comrades, we had access to guys. But I remember as comrades, Amabutu was trying to call Amabutu, which were very, very frequently fighting against Amabutu on daily basis. So we had access to guys. So when we put an unbending of the ANC and upon governments and the negotiations, the guy was still on our side.
Okay.
But now there was no justification of you now continuing of fighting because of ANC unbent. Our leaders had come back from exile, from prison, and the negotiations. But the guy is still on us. So I was recruited by a band who are called the Gang of Kolamakis. They know that how brave I am. They've seen my contribution in Amakins. It's a gang of people who are robbing banks and shops, cash and services.
Okay.
And these guys, one of them was my neighbor. I will never mention him.
Yeah.
But he passed away now.
Yeah.
He approached me and said, Oscar, I know we have cards. And I know we have courage, but we have seen you fighting apartheid at your age. At that particular moment, by the way, I've already made a young girl pregnant. So I was about to become a father. I'm not working.
You need to take care of.
Yes, I've come back from school because of my behavior.
And in your mind, are you saying I'm going to be a different father to what my father was to me?
Oh, yes. So I put this guy and say that, comrade, I tell you the principle that when I'm on the values of being legal, but we are about to have a child of siblings. And I've seen these guys, literally.
They're speaking the truth.
They were wearing fancy clothes, they were driving flashy cars, and when we would see it in the shop, they would buy small bottle of VO, and they would go for the expensive bottle more.
Wow.
They would have the best ladies.
They had the life.
The life. This came back, and this guy, when I look at them, I was like, I admire these people.
I want to be them.
I want to be them. And when they approached me, I first became a little bit like it first. And they said to me, look, let's have a game. For us, the guns, first name, we go and rob, then we come back, we pay you. But we take only 10%
of what we
of the card we get. But if you become part of that, eight, you say equal.
Yep.
It's a choice. Slave or bondage. And that's here I say to myself, I'm brave. I need to find this was working at fire.
Why not?
Why not? And I said, go ahead. Let's go. Indeed, we went. The first heist, it was very nice.
Smooth.
Within 7 minutes time, I would have something like 50,000. Now remember, in 92, 50,000 as a cut was a lot. And that's how I was.
No fear? No, nothing?
You will have fear. Sabina, you know, when you are a Christian again, you will blindly say that you will never fear. That fear is there before you take it to the door. If that car or this will go to rock, somebody say, or say, when you enter the door of the shop, that fear will be there. But the moment you take up a kind of cockage, you transform from being a human
from being this Oscar that
you will never even express about who I am. You'll be this kind of person with that brain, but the gun give the element of that you control.
The adrenaline.
Yes.
Moving you.
So all these people now are under your supervision, your command, your control. And when you see the fear in their eyes, then you say that I'm this person. So that gives that braveness to say that.
Ah.
That's privilege.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can see it there before. But the moment you start, if one of you start, hence you have sample or you have to strike. If you are 5 past, there's only one person who must always make sure that he's one who will yes. We call it striker. Our team. That one will support to cope first. And the more they cope, give us carry that. We will also do it. Then one who's getting the car will do that. Everybody has got this role. But the others are going to be in the car. So I end up being holding that thing. Okay, 3,000, next job, 10,000, I move. This month I will end up sometimes having 45,000 in my room.
Wow, and this is 1992.
45,000 in my room.
That's a lot of money then. Because 45,000 is a lot of money now.
Exactly.
What about then?
But man was everything, I remember one time I even had a part of that I have taken 5 days from Friday till Monday with lot of booze, lot of prize.
5 days continuous.
Every day drinking like I don't know money, every days.
And what are your neighbors saying? Are they not getting suspicious to say, where is this guy getting all this money? He doesn't work.
Funny part of this is Sabina, they were aware. And the sad part of it, we're promoting it. Because when I'm having these parties, who does benefit is there. They are. At times I was last month, I will give everybody, I will take people that, do you want to trade? Let's go. And I will buy them, and I will never smoke all my life. I will buy them what kind of brand I was smoking on. Each every one of them brand.
So how about what I'm getting from
yes. They will come to me, then I'm schooling watching my child, I will say, don't worry, my mom. I'm not.
I'll take care of it.
I'm not machinist, I'm not bringing it. You're not going to bring it.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
I would like kind of fire of some sort. And no one of them is ever to me, but also the life I'm living is destructive.
Yes.
They will clap it from that. Oscar,
you're doing good, yeah.
And the only thing of saying that, as long as you don't do it in Loshi, you'll be admired that when our kids are about like town, don't do it.
Yeah, so it's okay if you're not doing it to us, but if you're doing it to them, so there's them and us kind of.
Yes, of some sort.
Uh-huh.
But you know, they say, which is very practical, that in a long chatting, the long end of the law will end up one day
catching up.
And indeed, then until late, as I was dead.
And you had lived a year into this.
Just a year of some sort, and I was having best life of my life.
Child is born.
I was thinking, my child was born in that. My young kids was having,
being spoiled with all this money.
I will buy her clothes 500. Whenever it goes down, 600 will buy.
And your spouse, what is she saying? She knows.
She's benefiting. But at times, I'll go to her and like, baby, I'm going with me. If you want money underneath the mattress, I even
underneath the mattress.
I even open my mattress in the bag, and I put all my money there, and I put 3 or 4 packets, and I put a sheet. So she knows about this. So that I'm going away for 5 days. I'm going to London again. If for anything, get the bag. So she enjoyed that kind of life. And she was dropped from school. I ended up taking her back to school. You can't ever drop.
You have to finish school.
Go finish school, so I buying form. So I have done everything out of that money. But the long arm of the law ended up catching me. But I was 24. And I was sentenced to 28 years. Wow. 28 years then, still having other outstanding further charges. Remember that? They will call you and investigate. Those that already have full evidence that if you have done it, they'll continue with the court process. So there's while I still investigating.
The others. So there is a chance that they will chop up on this 28.
Definitely. So while I was there, I was still going to court. 7 sentences, but I can't go to court. I think I was having 7 of 8 after the charges.
Really?
Same thing after a
So the 28 you got was for how many cases?
For 5 cases.
5 cases. And you're going 7 more cases.
7 more cases.
There's a chance of other 28 more.
Definitely. And when you go to prison, my first time in prison, then it was still a transition from apartheid to democracy. But I was sentenced in 94, 15th of February. It was still Lily White, still apartheid, still elected as president. Guy at the age of 80 was still negotiating for it has that process. Terrorism in prison was very life. When I arrived in prison, the stepping of people was out of the day. I was a combatant for many years. I've done interesting things against people whom we perceive as the apartheid collaborators, being like people. But the experience of prison, you can never compare with whatever. The first time I've seen the intestine of a human being literally
was in
prison. I've only seen the intestine of persons in a horror movie. The first time I see them in the face value.
Because what we see on the movie might not be exactly what it is in real life.
Definitely so. And that guy, his only thing was what? As a gangster. Gangsters were fighting among each other. And there was this thing in prison that if gangsters are fighting, and by any chance there was a blood between the two of them, then this thing they call it, you must go and take the blood. If I'm going to assault you, must be a principle 8. If today I assault you 26 and not a blood, I think I have to correct.
So I have to correct it by also making sure you get the blood.
Yes. Either from the policeman or from the gangster. And that
from a non-gangster.
Yes.
Not from the people who assaulted.
No. From non-gangster.
Wow.
That's how they have recorded. They say that you can never be able to assault another gang member. So for you to call this thing, there have to be some two people come out and they must step a member or another. And that guy's thing was a non-gangster. You know, if still today, that thing still handles me. When he cries in Afrikaans that, oh, here, what have I marked? What have I done? And that guy, he cried up to the point that he doesn't get quiet. And coincidentally, this guy, the one they were using, you know what this ceramic type of a 26.
Yes.
They will break it into pieces and use it as
it's sharp. It becomes sharp.
They will take some towels and wrap it and use it as knives. They've kept that guy, those kind of things up until that guy dies. And to know that he died, he's dead, they open up his job. We'll see like this, watching. And he couldn't do nothing for also young gangsters. And that trauma, it haunts you up to the night. And the funny part of it, the official only came after 4 hours that thing happened.
4 hours?
4 hours, there was a patrol, then he saved blood, he asked what happened here. This guy said that.
But did no one make a noise or make them aware of what was happening?
How can you begin, sir? You can't. Because of you go to step again. You have to keep quiet, you cannot learn. And they're the one who called him, when he comes left, here's my TV, I'll make a murder. And that guy said that, fuck my new camp party. Like, they're talking nonsense. He said, guy, I'll tell you about, I'll just make a murder now. Open it. That guy said, let me see. Then he can show him his blood-soaked clothes. Only that guy ran away to call other people. They come, open with the master. Here's what the
And the guy was 4 hours cold.
4 hours cold. And again, when they asked what happened, you can't talk.
You didn't see anything.
I was asleep. Because of, if I want to talk, you'll be fit. So I stayed in prison for all these years. Up until 2008, when I was released in May. But before I got released, I phoned my father again. After so many years, I was joking. And I said to him, look, I'm about to get. I said, I'm telling you a year before. And I have nothing whatsoever. But my mother, what she did after I was sentenced, took all my clothes and gave it to a church. I was going to stay 20 years in prison, so I can't keep my clothes. Church, give from underpants.
I don't have got nothing.
Could you please try to please
help
me? Help me. Say that okay, it's fine, I'm going to help you. My mother had bought me a jean, a t-shirt, a teddy from that of Congo. I went to cut him to the short in Pino. I said to him, I'm coming to you. Can you please give me my swipe? He came, we never believe something. That I told him 8. He gave me 500 times to go and buy clothes for somebody who's been in prison 14 years. 500 times.
I'm sure you just buy one jean and one t-shirt and that's it.
I only buy one pair of a suit and one slumber in Chinatown.
That's it.
And that's all.
That's it.
You know, I cried. I've never cried in that day in my life for that kind of thing. And I said to my mother, why does this guy do so much?
When he saw you after all these years, did he ever visit you in prison? Never called you?
Yeah.
And when he saw you out of all this, after all these years?
Because it's usual.
No emotions?
No emotions. Nothing whatsoever. And my mother then was staying in Pinoni, was heavy. According to me, my mother was having a flat which she bought. But one day, when I was going through some stuff, and what I was doing in that house, I came up across a letter which my mother wrote to Pinoni House of Court. Only for that, my mother had sold the flat.
The flat?
Yeah. My mother was having a business of sewing traditional way, saying traditional way. So the business ended up becoming bankrupt. So he sold the flat with the intention of plowing back the money to the business so the business can generate funds and come back and buy a house again. So what he did, my mother, she sold the flat and ran the flat in the same place in that she sold the flat to.
Oh, okay.
And in that letter, my mother was proving that the guy, when normally she was getting right. The way she was showing my mother, it's so that I can never mention in front of the camera. And that thing kills me. And I said to myself, this is my fault. But my mother has been visiting me for 14 years, every month something. My mother even, it sounds like you to keep my mother complimentary tickets. So
just for her to
this time, no. What was my mother every month
she would come.
She would come for 14 years. Bring the toiletries.
And your wife?
Yeah, my wife.
She had left.
We have left me. We were separated because of prison.
The baby.
The baby was raised by my mother and by her mother. So I said to my mother, let me go back to PE again. Let me go to so my mother said, no, I can't go to PE. When you are PE now, you become not. So my mother.
You go back to your friends.
Yes, I can't do like this. But I didn't tell her I've said it. I said to myself, I'm not going to visit my mother. I'm going to PE. I went to Congo, arranged, asked for money, then I went to PE. I look for work, Sabina. I've done everything possible in my life to look for genuine. You know, they'll say, give us a CV. There's a 14-year difference of accountability. Where were you?
They want to know where were you in this 14 years.
And sometimes I have to be honest.
The moment you say I was here,
don't call us, I call you.
Who call you?
Yes. And I said to myself, I'm not going back to crime again. Mm-hmm. Up until one day, I will never forget that day. I was watching TV, television, and I received a call from my laptop. And the radio said to me, Daddy, and I said, Renato, why are you speaking? Was you that echo when somebody in the toilet?
Yes.
Said, are you in the toilet? I said, why are you in the toilet? He said, Mom, the reason I'm in the toilet, I don't want this thing, Mama, to hear it. I said, what happened? He said, Daddy, we were chased out of the flat. All our clothes were thrown on the street were homeless. We're even now sleeping in the shop that Mom is using the shop. Sabina, I just get black. And I said to myself, it's my fault. And the devil will only look for opportunity. One reverend once said to me, any opportunity is a spirit, whether they get more positive. And I've been opposed before, and I'm saying no. But how about the time? I said yes. So
go back.
Go back. But in my consciousness, I was saying to myself, I must do something for my mother. I owe that woman this. Because it cannot be correct that I was homeless because of myself. To be honest, my mother I wanted to get, to be honest. It's my fault. So I decided to Anything you might do for it. So I was approached again, and the devil will approach you at the right moment.
Yeah.
When you are at the best phase of your life. And the guy said to me, we have a job, and this job can never be proceeded up until you become part of it. Because we know you when you are like that, in my previous jobs, I end up becoming now the one who was going to strike. I was appointed, but I ended up becoming the one who was in that.
It means you're good at it. You're good. That's how they saw you.
I think that place comes from politics. Well, I need to become a follower. I need only to lead. So I think that spirit and that mentality end up being transformed from politics to criminality.
Yeah.
So I end up went to the job. Not knowing that job will be the turning point of my life. We do some other jobs, we get money, and I keep my money for mom.
Criminal jobs?
Yes, robbing. But my mother, that mother who's so principled.
She doesn't even know where this money is coming.
My mother, some people say, before you say, I think previously used to think that it's a crime, but now I think that it's principle. My mother will be saying, I can rather sleep on the floor, eating a brown bread, rather than sleeping in a queen bed, eating Kentucky, knowing that at any given time they will knock at the door of police. So when I give the man, I must have a reason.
Principle.
And I think that what I'm going to do to say to this one, it's fine. Because I was working at the ANSA clinic offices while I was still in the AP. Said to my mother, Mama, can I give you some money? They asked me where to get it. She said, no, I'll make a loan. And later I was having a net bank account where I usually make a loan paid. I said, no, I'll make a loan. You can confirm it if you want. Wait, the question was, before I take the money back, how are you going to pay the loan?
Wow, really principled.
And secondly, I will take the money on one condition. We have both of us paid it. Why should I know I was lying? So that's how I used to keep my mind on I don't take it. But with this job, that was that made me to take my life. Of this case in transit job, friendly guard.
So you went back to exactly what you were doing before.
The one I've to get all that I want to do back. And the reason behind was I'm trying to save my mother. But don't that are going to be a trap against me by the devil. So we went to these guys, we planned about this thing. There's always a person called Fingerman. Fingerman is somebody who's inside, who will give me for that. My child is going to have this amount of money, is how we're going to be deployed, who's carrying guns, who's doing what.
So you already have information?
All that info has to come from Fingerman. And that Fingerman gave us the information, but there's always something going to something go back in that area. So we went to K14 on that day, I'll never forget it. It was 24th of November, 2008. Mind you, I'm 6 months out. I'm still signed for parole. I've been in prison for 14 years. I'm 6 months after my 14 years. I didn't even eat one Christmas.
Outside.
But I'm healthy. And my mind was like, okay, November 24, we'll have money for December, for Christmas. It will be a party, we'll make a pass. And we went there. There were 7 of us. We must first hijack the car before, I think a week before. We go start the car, change the number plates, but we have to have 2 cars. The first car have to be put in front of the door. So when you get to see, they say that it's a red ball with number plate, number.
But then you jump it and
we know that the car number plates are false. We tap the car 1, 2, 3, then we take the money and transfer to the actual car. So the police will be circulating the number of the car you put it down. That's how it works. So we hijack the car, we put it in Makalini, we touch it there, they went. And when God, the people are lying, we say that if you're about to do something important, doesn't say don't do it. There's only a voice that will go to say don't do it. I remember that day, on that Sunday, before the Monday, we were about to have a meeting, the final meeting that night. It's like kind of a checklist that is everything there now. I've still checked out everything and that. And I forgot at the time. Apparently somebody phoned me said I was in a Mabwena, still sleeping one of the tablets. And the guy said to me, he said, Auntie, where are you? And I said, I'm Mabwena. Are you going to Anipod was supported to say he told you, we're waiting for you now. Okay, so I'm coming. That's the first time God said to me to come. I take a taxi, go to the guys, they're all of them. Make a checklist, guns, checklist, yes, checklist, everything.
Wow, so criminal actually also have meetings and checklists as if.
Hence, the investigation unit that indicates us as the case of former us is called organized crime unit. But these guys are
very organized.
You don't just wake up and say it's called.
Yeah.
You gonna sense, you survey, you go there, you monitor, you double check and check. So that day, like everything is still there, is the car there, all of us now, yeah, checklist, there's nothing wrong. And then how far, where I'm going to meet, what kind of stuff, that is what's like that. The first day was supposed to wake up at 7. I wake up at 7.
You like?
Second sign of God saying to me,
don't
do it. I was like, okay, raise the phone, just wake up, take traditional things that we believe in, then that's going to work. You know, we are going to do it easy. We went there, we divide ourselves, those who can carry cars, who can do what, to wait for the car. The armored car was supposed to come quite late.
Did
5:08, the guy came, said, Oscar, let's go back and replay. I said, no.
Which day?
Which is the third time God was saying to me, don't do it. I said, no, guys. We're already here, we'll move. I said, the guy is already 20 minutes late. Let's go, guys. Don't put up on Oscar. Let's go and regroup and I said, we're going.
No, we're staying here.
And indeed, 10 minutes after, they come back. I said, what did they say? So the guy was going to come with the cash boxes. We went to the shop. So when he came back with those cash boxes to the car, that's how we got to be a meeting of Pier 14 shopping center inside.
That's a busy street. Everything there is busy.
But before that, Masterpiece Sabina, a phone rings. While I sit there, I answer the phone. It was Mamun Hector, one of the people working at Congo. He said to me, Oscar. I said, Mom, where are you? Remember, mind you, Congo, between Congo and Pier 14, it's a good distance.
It is.
And I said, I'm making a call. Why? He said to me, that day was Monday, 24th of November. Said to me, can you please make a point that if not today, tomorrow latest, come to office. Because then the Minister of Social Services was mentioned nearby for that. There is a means of correction week at Queenstown or any jail house. And one of the people who are going to go there and said the thing to me, talking to the youth about the crime on this country. In the entire PE, when you see there's a president, we have appointed, we have nominated you for the only person to.
And she doesn't know that we're just across.
Doesn't know. We are the only person that patient. We have potential. So forget about anything. A state vehicle could take you from here, PLB, you sleep one day, you go to Stadium Camp. Everything is being sorted. Just only Kusako, you as a person can't have. And the devil said to me, you see now?
That's woman wants.
You have a correct mind. Remember what the woman said to me? Everything is sorted. They only want my physical appearance. But the devil said to me, this part of correct mind is so don't even say to Mama care, go to find before. After 3 minutes, the guy comes. When they are about to approach us, just jump on the guy, take everything, but everything went wrong. The man was died, there was a havoc, there was everything was absent on the Pier 14. I remember that application was not shot. And we shot up the asset police. When I look back, all my accused were gone except me and my other accused. When I go to the car, we were supposed to be standing in the door, there was no car. When I go to the car, we were supposed to pick it up.
There's no car.
And he ran away. When I put the car and put the gun, I said, this gun of this gun in my gun, putting top of bonnet and phoning back. Where are you? I have some kind of offshot. When I look at this police and this armored vehicle shooting at us. And I will shoot out the us and these people. Shoot out, run away.
So you're also shooting back?
Shooting back. If they ask me, I don't think I would know what to do. I was just panicking. I was just panicking. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
But I just shoot up until I went to a certain warehouse. Can this warehouse, it's a one way. If one is door,
you can't get out.
Can't get out. Oh. So they went there, in fact, they're way up until they block us inside. They will shoot up with us and these people up until I ran out of words. And I said to accuse, I said to them, cover me. So I can see where the door leads to. As I'm about to turn, I was shot. Cool. On my left hand side, left side. I just fell down when I just raised my hands. But the police keep on shooting me, pointing the head. Why they see that I already throw the guns, and the guns was, if they use and then when the police asked me, it just be left open. The sign that they are no longer armed.
Okay.
All of the two back I was carrying, you can see them that
there is nothing there.
Nothing. And
so they wanted you dead.
Yes. They should have been pointing the head while they coming. And I just get numb. I just get this. And if it doesn't God's intervention, I don't know who. But the guy told me that you what? But I can never use that was used also of your mother. You out of bleed, then you shoot me, just hit me with the gun, and the guy tried to go like this. He just kicked us and they arrest us. But while I was still there, being handcuffed at the back, I can feel that the blood I'm losing. I'm losing now. And I can see that I'm enough.
You're losing a lot of blood.
And something said to me, pray. And I can remember in to my prayer was, God, I can't die here. If I won't die here, my mother is going to do, is going to get killed. If I can die here, what about my children? I know that I've sinned, but as my punishment, God, take me back to prison. Yeah. And I promise you, God, that if you can save my life today, I'm going to change. I'm going to be free. I said, you start to say amen to something. I can say that I'm now black and now I'm
fading away.
Up at their heads from distance, sound of, and it's a threat of paramedics. They take me to a hospital. I can remember to that guy. It was a veteran doctor. He came to me as a man and said that I can see the entry point of the plate, but I never see the exit point. Send me to X-ray, nothing. After he said to me, guess what? The president showed me I've entered my time. Was police supposed to enter a child? Either extract the bone and stay there, or from this time up to that. But my bullet went inside, turned, and moved up until the back of my back. That's how it is. And then the doctor said to me, do you believe in God? And I said, yes. And he said to me, do you pray? And I said, no. And he said to me, do you go to church? And I said, no. And the guy said to me, I don't know you. I don't know you, please. But can you do me this favor? If by any chance you can get him, please, on that first Sunday of you going out, go to church, please God. I've been a doctor, but in 10 years, I've never seen
anything like
this. It can only be God's miracle. And if ever you've been there for 2 years, well, of course,
what about your friend?
No, for the when you were not sure what I understand. And I said to Mr. Never, I was dressed, they gave me kids, and the devil said to me, I'm about to go back to prison. They're mocking of a shot, they're mocking of your friends. The only way out, commit suicide. And I went to police station. When I arrived there, most politicians will go there, they will take your badge, they will take your shoelaces, they will not give you pills. They will give you everything from the president. What comes?
At specific times.
Yes. When I arrived there, I said, I'm need to pay money. Please give me, I'm not paying. He said, I can't do that. He said, police. I won't pay it. So this guy was, you know me.
I don't know me.
I've been to this road. I know
this system.
You know, come to 6 o'clock, there's a new chief that coming from 6 o'clock. So I'm going to try my luck by that time. Nyani, after past 6, you can came, make it rounds. And said to him, please, man, can you please access me? And you pay. And I don't know, okay, time I can call you. Can you please give my place? He said, no, I'm going to give you, but give me your place. Then he went. Make a rounds, and he came to me. Where's Oscar? I said, yeah, no place. On the place, which is about to be done. They then said to me, drink all of them, commit suicide. And when I was about to commit suicide, she was talk about agree. Oscar. And I said, yes. After I've already
you have already
opened the chair, we're going to take the water, so that I'm about to the priest. He said, Oscar, I said, yes, and somebody needs to you. And I go out. When I go out, that lady was phone home. I was telling you that. Very fully informed. Mind you, it actually was no visitors up until the organized crime people came so they can investigate what happened. I don't know where the ticket that was done. I think only court that she must come there wearing a uniform. But all of the existing must give us an office. This is my parole. I want to see. They said to me, Oscar, I said, Mama. Then my chair just fell. And she said to me, are you okay? And I said, yes. And said to me, you know, Oscar, I'm angry
at you.
Because you're doing good, man. You're doing good. You're doing program in school. You're doing everything. What happened? But a scholar, I'm not here to judge you. But I'm here to say to you, I'm disappointed at you, but I don't hate you.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I'm going to say to you now, God loves you. If by any virtue or by any chance you want to go to prison, okay, don't do what in the Lamb. The thing that you have done, your behavior and your attitude that have made you to get parole, going to the again, you will come back. But above all, don't do stupid things. She was psychoanalyzing me that God loves you. And
she was actually repeating what the doctor had said.
Thank you. And when I came back again after that, the voice said, drink. The voice said, God loves you. Drink, God loves you. And that's how I survived Sabina.
You just decided not to?
I went to court. Fast forward, I stayed in Israel for 2 years and was sent again to politics. It was a hell. Not because of the setup of environment of terrorism, especially, but it's by this time now I was a little bit now familiar. People know me, and
so there are people that you left there that know you,
and I was so blessed that I end up. Hey, I don't know. I was so blessed that I end up studying programs there. There are people I've mentored who say to me, today I'm working to a community. Thank you to those. The people that I've known as well have changed their lives. But why could I change mine? So when I came to people think they say that we know this guy. Mm-hmm. And they will say that this time of continuation to Oscar, service sentence in the best manner. So, but the mockery from officers, you know.
You're back again.
You know, a constant officer is supposed to be mother, father, a rehabilitator, a guider. Someone will say to you, you are having schizophrenic behavior. Where can I assist you? They will have the nerves to say to you, you are jailbait. You are born to be in prison. You will die here, Oscar. You are nothing but prison. And if ever by that particular moment I could have taken that decision on that day to say to God, taken to prison on my foot. And I was really bit now more prepared so that God knows my intentions, God knows my vision. Now I'm not going to do that. So I stayed there, Sabina, from 2010 till 2024, January 26th, I was released. But while I was there, I said to this time, whatever mistakes I've done during the presidency, I don't accept Jesus Christ as a Savior. It was not a great mistake. Secondly, I didn't seize the opportunities that were there. Because in prison, it's not that it is a bad thing, but there are some skills that equip people to be a better person. And
so it's not only a place of punishment,
especially,
it's a place of correction and a place of guidance as well.
Only if you are willing to be changed. So I said to myself this time, I'm not going to do that. I took a course there of being a life coach. My late brother paid for me in Renberg Academy of Your College. I've done a life coaching course. I passed was in prison. I've done a HIV/AIDS facilitator. I was trained the HOT on that by a company which is called SA Partners. I've done a theology course of a diploma by a company which is called the Western Cape and Everett. Western Cape. I've equipped myself for the bridge. But above all, I said to myself, I can never keep on doing this thing for all of my life. Yeah. What can I do? So when I get out now, can be part of not be a problem, but be part of the solution. Hence this concept is that let me draft a document while I'm inside. Yeah. It took me 3 years to draft this concept of let me form an organization that will be the voice of the voiceless.
So this started while you still in
prison. I came up from work. At times, I even end up asking my girlfriend to buy me a bed lamp. I would wake up at 2 o'clock. I would just set on my bed lamp. I can come and just take my notebook and write. And I've gathered document up until it became a complete document. Think to myself, this time I know I'm not going to allow them to use my kid. I've worked for them for so long. It's time for me to teach just guys a chance. Yes. And my passion above all is to make sure that, I always say to myself, if I can save one child, that's one. If one day can be a boy child who say to me, I was on the track of being a criminal.
And I changed.
But out of Oscar's programs to the MTS thing, I'll die happy. I will die. I will say to myself, I've done my best. Because I have this passion of saying to myself, but I've been doing the program for young boys there. And I understand their frustration. I never sat there. I took them as a people and said, guys, let's sit down, let's talk. Yeah. What happened? And majority of these guys are angry. They have gone through what I've gone through because of my father. And unfortunately for them, I was glad that I had people who could mold and shape me, support me in spite of what I'm doing. But there's nobody for them. Yeah. Today people are just told them, they judge them, treat them harshly. And I said to myself, I took upon myself that I'm going to be that father. Let me mentor these young boys. Yes. So they can be good persons. Yes. And let me discourage them so they can understand that this life that you see on TVs is a fake life. It is. It can never take you anywhere except that. And I always believe that your background of your past can never determine your future. You might come, another example, I'm coming from a well-off family, but I end up becoming famous. And people have been in this school who are so far from coming from families. Today, doctors, they are lawyers, they are politicians. That's right. Because of the choices that they've made in life. But the what they do today will determine the future tomorrow. That's right. And I said to myself, in my organization, I'm going to focus on these things. Come on, these companies.
Sorry, remind me again about your organization. I know I've seen your organization and what you're doing, the name of your organization and what you're doing in your organization.
I was having 2 names, Winners in Christ, Victory through Christ. But I end up saying that to myself, let me ask God, which is mine. I'm using this name because of Christ as a Lord and Savior. And I felt that was the one. Prison didn't change me, whether I better voice. But God's grace was the vehicle that has changed from the better person. So hence I end up going for this one. My organization is called Victory Through Christ Youth Project. Okay. Victory Through Christ is that I'm becoming victorious in my past criminal life because of the grace of God. So hence that it was Victory Through Christ. And in the project, I'm wanting to use now that victory and that mentality to assist the youth. Because the future of this country determines the youth. And I always ask the people that, what kind of generation are we building? If we're going to have a 7-year-old child who's on drugs, a 3-year-old boy who's abusing alcohol, then what kind of leaders we're going to produce students? Now, in my organization, it has been run, it's a Christian-based organization, but we don't exclude other religious aspects. We work with everybody, whether it's Muslim, whether we are white, traditional, but we work with everybody because of our objective is to change a black child's life so it be better.
So are you completely focused? What's your focus? Is it sport, or do you also have workshops? Do you have trainings? Do you have meetings with this group? How do you engage this youth?
We are running various of programs.
Okay.
I'm doing Cameron's campaign. When going around schools and churches, speaking about my experiences, my life, visiting, kind of stuff, what has changed me. I'm doing a program which is called mentoring, where I'm meeting young boys. Obviously, that I want to be your father in changing of the aspects. I'm doing substance abuse, anger management, GBV awareness, and I'm having a program which I'm calling sport against crime, which is very important to me. In this program, my motto is a child in sport is a child out of court.
Yeah.
Remember,
Wow.
these young boys are so energetic. They are so hyper, they are so active. And so are so talented, they are so gifted. And if we are not going to channel that energy into become a positive energy, something unless their potential. You know, one of the things that the devil is going to do to you, even against you, it will make you feel worthless.
Yeah.
It will make you feel as nobody.
Yeah.
It will have a loss of esteem. But the peer pressure comes only if of become effective if you don't know who you are. Now your self-belief, your self-awareness is being determined by the kind of person you are. And sport plays a very big role in terms of molding and shaping this guy. One of the things sport teaches a guy is discipline.
Yes.
We know that if ever I'm part of netball, if I'm part of a soccer, you know that there's structure there. Every Monday is Friday, it's Saturday. That means I must be there at 2 o'clock.
To be with the others.
Yes. Friday weeks are not going to be selected for a team. Secondly, it brings a teamwork. It teaches you the interpersonal skills that can be able to share and mingle with other persons. It teaches you life skills on its own. Thirdly, when you win as a team, it boosts your self-esteem. You know, this matter that I've won. That's a pride.
It is.
And now it makes sure that if I'm going to be a soccer player, netball player, what is it I must do for me to become a better person to play for SA team? I must be doing the process. It takes them away from drugs, abuse, it takes them away from negative stuff. But above all, it gives them that equipment of saying to myself, when pressure comes, should be able to say that no, because of my vision in terms of sport doesn't allow me what for me to do it is not in line with my vision. But according to a coach in sport, said that you can never be involved in drugs if you're a sport person.
Yeah.
So sport molds the person. So one of the visions that we have, we want to have a tournament. I was supposed to have a tournament in December, but unfortunately, why December? But I'm targeting December as it is this month where these youth are indulging a lot of alcohol, because of schools are closed, so they are doing nothing. So my vision was, let me keep this young class busy. But unfortunately, the people who were promising me resources, they couldn't. But my target was 50, was 13, so I had to postpone it. But I'm not going to discard it, I'm going to delay it. So I'm not going to delay this. I want the tournament. For that tournament, it's going to assist us in making sure that these guys, it's not going to be one thing per se. My vision is to have this thing annual. But as a start, I want to start with a small group, so that whoever will win that, have to defend it in the future months to come.
Yes.
But above all, in that tournament, my vision would be a 3 days thing.
Yeah.
Day one will be all the participants will be put in a hall, whereby I will have various speakers of people. And in that panel of me, I want to take people who want to be progressed, or coming from a very poor background. Let me take somebody coming from Soweto, who was there, who went to SDA, who never went to private school, but today he's a doctor, he's a lawyer, he's a CEO of the company. I want that person to speak to these guys, to say, guys, I've been there. It's possible. Your upbringing will never determine your future. I want to have that kind of people who are going to motivate these people.
Equally, those who grew up with everything, like you, speaking to people and saying, look, you might actually find yourself taking the wrong path. So it's not about what you have and what you do not have.
Definitely. Your choices determine your future. So then put the two gates in will be one way to pay the actual game, semi-final and final, then will be presentation of the cups and medals.
Can I be a cheerleader? Can I be a cheerleader? I don't know.
We are already part of my country. My idea in that table of me of people are going to be there motivating.
Thank you. Part of that team. There you have it. I am the cheerleader. I'm going to look for an outfit that goes well.
So hence I needed that assistance. Well, to me, it's passion. You know, if I can do that, I'll make a change. But I know that. But one of the vision I want to do in that tournament, I want to hook in that we have a cheaper whereby where they a scout. I want to have a scout to come in that tournament. Maybe one of the child might be shown by the same, but my talent is under 16. It will be under 16 of cricket, of soccer, and of netball. So I'll have somebody from SA netball to come, and then somebody from cheaper as a local team to come in and look at the guys. Maybe they might see that this guy has potential. Let me roll him in. So that this thing, I'm looking in a bigger picture. That as much as they're going to enjoy winning cup medals and prize money, but above all, if they have to learn out of that, but the lesson will be there in terms of the like. From now on, this is going to be money, but take sure you keep yourself out of play from bad things. So that's my.
But Oscar, it's rare to find people like you. It's really, for me, I've been blown away by your story. Your story is not only your story, it is our story. It is everyone's story to listen to and learn from. Because we're not just listening, but we're also taking in and learning from it. And I thank you for pouring out. I think it would not have been easy for you to talk about this. But I believe also talking is a healing journey for you and also a learning journey for us. Maybe one last question that I have is, any chance or not chance, would you not be tempted by the devil again for the third time to go back there?
I love that question.
Do you feel like you're in the concrete?
I love that question. That thing is already happening. I've been approached several times. Had I said to you, one of the mistakes that I've done before was not to, was for me to strive for parody without a source of encouragement, a source of peer that going to sustain me to say no, which is just Christ. And I understand that helped me a lot. And I say thank you to Mr. McKinnon. I'm just so sad that he have just resigned from TCS. I'm giving credit to that guy. He was my psychologist. For the first time in my life, I only know who I am. It's pretty brave. For the first time in my life, after I have to go vigorous kind of sessions of psychologists.
He assisted you with finding yourself.
Yes. Today I can bravely and boldly say that I'm going back no more there. Because they think that we're becoming excuse to me to go to Karma activity. And you know, even today, I don't have a relationship with my father. But I forgive him.
He's still alive.
Still alive. And one of the things that
do you talk to him?
Last time I talked to him 6 months ago. And you know what I say that there is usually is anger and not forgive. I forgive the guy. And that guy who can teach me Oscar, first before forgive your father, second thing forgive yourself. And that has really me to understand why I am today. Today I'm confident, not arrogant, confident. But I know who I am. I know my strength, I know my weaknesses, I know my potential of what can I be.
Yeah.
I know my gift, know my talents. So there is no way that the devil can ever. I know that even some of the things that happened to me, that have been robbed, you've been people saying because of myself. You can't say to go back. But I said to myself, I'm not going to do that. If you do that, I'm going to, like my mother said to me, sleep on the floor. And by God's grace, I'm surviving. God is sustaining me, God is providing. I've got a bunch of reverends, of pastors who are surrounding me.
Beautiful.
Making sure you put it. You know, if I go to the church, my pastor went to the church once a week. I know that Sunday I will never football, but Oscar, are okay. They're always telling me about when you release your church, what happened. So I have that kind of support of people who believe in me, and that have been a self-confidence.
Yeah.
So chance of me going back again, zero.
Yeah.
Slim zero.
Slim zero.
Slim
None.
That's
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. But Oscar, from Anglos, Southern Africa, we believe that you are one of the few, if not many, men in Southern Africa that we call the manly man. This is from the forum. This is from our organization. We would like you to have this, and because we believe that you also belong to our organization, as you're contributing to this community as much as we are contributing to it. And thank you very much for being here, and we hope to meet with you and be with you in other programs and in other discussions. Thank you.